Alrighty, what's going on, Breakers? Welcome back into Such Great Breaks. We're going to be dialed in here tonight. Bonus pack coming to the way of Score. It's a hanger pack. We had the 20 card packs of Absolute last night. This is 40 cards. See if we can pull something fun from there. You get the exclusive Dots and Gold. Dots Gold and Red, rather, I should say, parallels from this. So this is a nice little fun hanger, little 40 card bonus pack we're going to throw in there for you guys as well. Yeah, Score's not always the best, but sometimes you can hit nice in there and get some numbered stuff in there as well. Now, Absolute coming in big time as well. That is going to be a big 330 card lot from those boxes, as we mentioned, the 5 blasters there. These are a mix, not from the same case from last night. We had the case hit of the Mark Andrews on the explosive. These are going to be a little bit different, so you still have a good chance of hitting another case hit in there. Of course, we're going to be looking for those kabooms, some autographs, numbered cards. We saw a Kaleidoscope come out last night, or an RWS variant, so a lot of good stuff in there. Buffalo and Green Bay from Mike. You got it, my man. Again, if you guys want to grab any of those teams in red, that is the price you see, is the price you'll pay. No shipping and handling involved. No eBay fees, none of that kind of stuff. And you can just send it either to a Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. We'll get you that payment information out there. How's everyone doing tonight? You guys having a good night? So far, so good. And we'll go ahead and pin this info as well up there for you guys. You can pay however you like. So a couple teams still up there. Let me get you the full list. We'll drag that guy down in here. Not really sure what happened to our spreadsheet here. Kind of got forwarded a little bit. Yeah, that'll do. So those are the teams still available. Mike is going to be taking Buffalo and Green Bay. So those will be off the board for you guys. So we still got Arizona up there, Baltimore, Carolina, Chicago, a good one, Cleveland, Denver, Houston, Indy, Vegas, and the Rams. Could be a crapshoot. Remember, you got the kabooms at large here, and so, if you're looking for an opportunity to kind of get value, sneak in there, again, $5, and we're going to set it for free to you. So if that works out for you, feel free to grab up those teams. $5 teams tend to go pretty quick. Indy for Mark. Hey, what's going on, Mark? Mike Dub for the Rams. You got it, brother. Rams are yours if you want them, Mike. And at Mark, you got it as well. Mark, how you been? So with that being said, you guys are going to see a couple of teams right now that are on eBay for whatever reason. They posted as a 10-day, not a 5-day. I don't know how that happens. I mean, we pretty much bulk load everything up, so I don't know if that just... It looks like the first half of them, too. It's not, it's not like random by any means. It was definitely like everything from Arizona to Vegas. There was a couple other ones that got in there, but yeah, if you want to get involved in what we have left, again, $5 teams up there. You got a $6 team in Carolina. You're going to get Matt Corral in there. And then we go to Denver. We got Indianapolis in there. And again, you get the Jonathan Taylor kabooms, Russ Wilson kabooms, the Kyler Murray kaboom. With Baltimore, you're getting Lamar Jackson. We know he's going to get paid this year. So, again, good value up there for what we're still looking at. Houston, Carolina, and Denver, says Bryson. You got it. Mark, I'm going to keep Indy up there for you. If you're interested, let me know. If you don't already have a team, that's fine. We can get you dialed in. Just want to make sure we have your address. We can get that sent out to you. So again, give me a heads up on that. Bryson will get you in, my man. Houston, Carolina, Denver. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate your Venmo. And as soon as we get through these, we'll get started. Again, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, whatever's good for you guys. Feel free to send those out. Arizona, be more Chicago, Indy, and Vegas. Justin, you got it, Mark. And Venmo, no problem, brother. Thank you very much. All right, Mark, if you want to go ahead and send me your updated mailing address to SuchGreatBreaks@gmail.com, we'll make sure we get you in there as well. Kaboom, Matt Ryan. Yeah, that'd be the one to go for. But I'll tell you this. Yeah. I don't know if there is on the checklist. I'll have to double check. I would be terrible if they threw him in there. I know Jonathan Taylor was on their last 2 years, so he should be there as well. One as a rookie, of course, in 2020. But yeah, so if you want to go ahead and send me, Mark, your updated mailing list as well. Guys, if you want to get in on our mailing list in terms of we send some flyers out through email. We don't really overload your inbox by any means, but if you want to get on that mailing list for future breaks, SuchGreatBreaks@gmail.com, that information is in the chat there. I did go ahead and pin the payment apps as well for you guys. However you want to pay is good for me. But again, we'll make sure we get that out for you. Houston, Carolina, Denver to Bryson. Appreciate you guys being a part of what we got going on here. Still got a couple teams left to go. Give that a couple minutes, and then we are going to get started here with the break right around 7:15. Yeah, I was hoping that they wouldn't put him there. Although they had like for whatever reason, I get it. He's obviously the perennial Hall of Famer and the guy that you would know him for. But John Elway is constantly on the Denvers, and they did switch it up to Russ this year, so that'll be kind of interesting. What are some other ones? I think B-Doc was for the Philadelphia Eagles last year's B-Doc, Hurts, and Devontae Smith. I want to say. Maybe it wasn't Hurts, but I know Devontae Smith for sure and B-Doc. But yeah, that's what it's all about, getting dialed in. And again, remember, guys, Venmo is at Eric Constine. At Eric Constine. It'd be a picture of me with an Eagles uniform and my wife. Appreciate that, Bryson. We got you in there. Mike, thank you very much. Dialing in. Oh, really? Pittman, nice. Very good. Appreciate it, Mark. Thanks so much. All right, guys, last call for any of the teams on the board. We could do some bonus deals if you guys want. We want to mix and match. We could do 5 of those $5 teams for $20 if you guys want to do them. We could do that for 20. So it's your call. That would be Arizona, Baltimore, Cleveland. So you'd get, what is that, the Deshaun Watson special right there. Cleveland in there. That would be Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is the kaboom there. Indy is going to Mark. So let's do this. So the 4 teams for 15. And then we can do Chi-Town. Chi-Town for let's do 11 for Chicago. If you guys want to pick them up, those are the discounted prices. If not, no problem. We'll probably use these just for fillers later on down the road. So No big deal. But if anyone wants those 4 teams for 15, there you go. Arizona, Baltimore, Cleveland, and Vegas. Mark will put you on Indy. And we'll get started here with the break. And thanks to the well wishes throughout. Again, getting some messages there on Instagram from you guys and the emails as well. And glad that we're back, and we are too, man. It's been a fun run, and we wanted to pair with. There's a local card shop in Carlsbad from here. It's Ross Collectibles. Feel free to take a look at them on Instagram. Fairly new, but these guys are putting out some really good stuff. They're breaking flawless now, so that may be something we're going to be pairing up with. I think we talked before about kind of staying involved in the local scene, and that's one way we can do that is kind of pairing up with some of these local card shops. And Mark's broke with us before, so we probably have his address, but I always like the updated address. Looking good there. Hey, what's going on, Elites? So we're just doing pretty much a sell-off of the rest of the team. So the teams you see in red, that's the price you can get per team. I was offering 4 of those teams for 15 instead of 4 of those teams for 20 at 5 apiece. You get the bundle, right? So you're going to get all 4 teams for $15 if you want to do. Any good rookies for those teams? That's a good question. Yes and no. You're going to get Isaiah Likely from Baltimore. It depends on what you're really looking for, I guess. Isaiah Likely from Baltimore. Cleveland's always got a couple of rookies that come out because they constantly have draft picks. Not so much on Vegas, but you do have a Devontae Adams, Kaboom at large. Arizona's get the Kyler Murray, and of course Baltimore with Lamar Jackson. The Kabooms, those are the big hits, the explosives. You're going to get the serial numbered stuff, the opportunities to hit autographs from those as well. Vegas would be Devontae Smith on the Kaboom. That'd be Devontae Smith, Devontae Adams for the Las Vegas Raiders. With Cleveland, be a Nick Chubb Kaboom. There's definitely a couple of rookies off the top of my head. Not too familiar with all of them. Everything for 25. Yeah. Zamir White for the Raiders. That's a good call right there, right? Young back. Elite, you got it, brother. Ronnie, I did see your offer. I was kind of giving him that offer first, so I'm going to stick to that word. Elite, you got it. Again, payment is Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. It is pinned at the top. No. You got it, Elite. You were first there. If you don't want it, we can give it to Ron. But yeah, if you want to get in for those 4, we'll get you in for those 4. So again, Elite, who do you have currently in this break? Ronnie, if you want Chicago, we can do them at 10. We can do them at 10. We're breaking it down to, 11? We can go down to 10 for Chicago if you want them. And again, that is Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. It's pinned at the very top there for you. You can send it. That's going to be SuchGreatBreaks on Cash App, SuchGreatBreaks@gmail.com, PayPal, Venmo. That's my first and last name. So you can just send it there if you want. $15 will get you in. So that is going to be our man Chris M, who picked up Pittsburgh. I'm excited to see where you pull here. We kind of struck out, really. We had some don't get me wrong, we had some great pickings hit last night, but not Pickett. And if you guys do follow our Instagram, you'll see a beautiful Kenny Pickett that we pulled a little earlier this year with the autograph, which is always nice to see. Yeah, Elite, that's 15 even, brother. No shipping, no handling, no tax. 15 even, that'll get you there. Like I said, we'll get you dialed in here. So Chris M going to be taking the 4. I love how it auto-populates Christmas when you type it. That's awesome. So yeah, Chris, $15 even, man. Go ahead and send it over. And again, we'll add that. Make sure that you are dialed in for those teams. And we're just going to add that to your pack. Awesome. Let's get it going. Let's get it started in here. Were you on this channel last night? You should have been. I think, didn't you have Indy last night? Chris? If you haven't seen the video, feel free to go to our YouTube channel and double check. We definitely got stuff coming in for you, so. Thank you, Mark. Got that. Let me just check for my man here. No, not Indy. Yeah, but if you're on there, my man. Yes, so anything that you would bid through eBay, you got to pay through. What I was trying to say is I can't add additional, like I can't say, oh, he actually owes me $5 more. eBay won't allow for that because it's pretty much against their policy guidelines. So anything that we do that's going to be a sale from this site for what you're looking at now will be separate. But again, if you wanted to get involved, let's go, baby. Ron in for the Bears. I missed that. Ron, I got you, man. We'll take care of that. And we got a full break. Let's go. So, yeah, what you want to do is for the $15 for the 4 teams you just bought Elite, go ahead and send that either Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, and then everything through eBay just pays separately. So when you pay the shipping and the tax on eBay, I can't really change that. I have to charge you shipping, obviously, for all the stuff that we're going to be shipping, but you don't pay anything extra for anything that you buy off this site of eBay. We just do a flat rate for you guys. Try to give you the best deals here in cards. So anything we can do to help you guys out, that's what we're all about. Let's go to the new scene. Probably have to oh, there's perfect. Looks good. All right, got the table on there. Remember, guys, you're going to get the bonus pack here of Score. We're going to open this out up first. We talked about this earlier, the reason why we didn't really break a whole lot. There just wasn't good product coming to us. And this is kind of some of the stuff that was out there. You had Score. We loved Elite. There just wasn't enough of it. You did Blasters, no Megas. Elite I'd go back to. It was really good stuff. But again, that's more of the college uniform stuff. Now with Absolute, you're going to start seeing these players, rookie players, in their pro uniforms. Score is going to be a mix and match, but Score, again, just kind of an undervalued company. They used to be great with baseball back in the day. Score's been around forever. It's through Panini. Obviously, it's just another brand under their umbrella. But a lot of times they'll put some of their lower, I don't want to say quality, it's just a bad term for it. Cards are cards, right? But you can still hit big. But, yeah, they're just not as great. Values, intrinsic value, turning around your cards, looking to sell them, Score is just not going to pull you a whole lot in the future. But you can still hit really rare stuff. And it's a bonus pack. It's free. Something we can do here at SGB to help you guys out. Paul, you are good. It was at SuchGreatBreaks@gmail.com, boys. So if that works for you. Yeah, Score's good stuff. All right, guys, let's get dialed in. Paul, thanks for the referral there, too. All right, guys, let's get dialed in. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I am following along with you. So they went through a throwback kind of look to it. We're going to see some red parallels in here. Hopefully some gold and, what was that, gold and red dot? Dots, gold, and red. Is how they're pronouncing that there. And again, all these cards do ship for you guys. Any of these cards in the bonus pack do come with your teams. So more bonuses there for you guys to consider as we pull these cards out. Let me get a better focus there. A big shout out to our team at HF Hobby as well. They are giving us the protection that we need to give you guys some of the best in card trading. And again, they've got some great values as well. Go to hfhobby.com. Really simple. Use promo code SuchGreatBreaks. You get 10% off everything in the store. They got top loaders. They've got magnetic one-touches, sleeves, whatever you guys might need for your card protection. J.J. Watt here for the Cardinals. Pardon me. Dalvin Cook for the Minnesota Vikings. It's going to be a bunch of veteran base. We're going to go pretty quick through this. George Kittle for the Niners. Hunter Renfrow for the Raiders. Steve Largent, throwback receiver for the Seattle Seahawks. Austin Eckler for the Chargers. There's Joey B. Joe Burrow there for the Bengals. Here's Michael Carter for the New York Jets. That is a security card on the back. We'll toss that. Michael Carter there for the Jets. Taylor Heineke for the Football Team or Commanders. Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers, last year's rookie tight end. Jim Kelly for the Buffalo Bills. Corey Davis for the New York Jets. These cards are all over the place. There's B-Doc. Philadelphia Eagles. DeForest Buckner for the Colts. Vita Vea, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Julio Jones. Still on Tennessee in this card. Obviously with the Tampa Bay this year, we know. Jeremy Chin, standout safety there for Carolina. Michael Pittman Jr. for the Colts. Rob Gronkowski, tight end for the Bucks. Here we go into our rookies. Not a bad one to start with. Trent McDuffie, a lot of playing time there filling in. This year, Jalen Tolbert, rookie wideout for the Cowboys. Tyler Goodson, running back for Green Bay. Kenny Pickett. So that's what we're looking for, is just finds like that. The other good thing is this. If you're a fan of Steelers, you're a fan of Kenny Pickett, whatever the case might be, you want to collect every card that comes out this year. So you may not be going through score, getting into score. I don't see a lot of score breaks, I'll be honest with you. So this is kind of cool, but there you go. Kenny Pickett, and it's a good foreshadowing, hopefully, here for tonight's break. Another quarterback we saw some action from this year, Bailey Zappi. Came in for Mac Jones, played pretty well, too. It's one of those guys that you can kind of sneaky collect right now at a decent price. Here's Jalen Petre for the Houston Texans. Jonathan Allen. This is a red parallel defensive end for the Commanders. Don't see a lot of Johnny Allen cards either. There you go, Mike. Roger McCreary, cornerback, rookie for Tennessee on the red parallel. Here is a potential. That's kind of cool. Aiden Hutchinson for the Detroit Lions. Potential, not potential. You get it now that he's a pro. But again, him in that Wolverines uniform. Aiden Hutchinson there for Paul B. Celebration, DK Metcalf. It's one of their inserts here for the Seattle Seahawks. Matt Corral for Carolina. So here's some throwback-looking cards from Score 22. Matt Corral, another rookie quarterback pull there. Here's Jalen Weidermeyer, Texas A&M Aggies. I am not sure where he went. We'll take a look at that. That's a good question. Give me 1 sec. We'll figure it out right now for you. Jalen Weidermeyer. Chris, thank you very much. I got that from you, brother. Colts. Indianapolis Colts. Jalen Weidermeyer. That is the rookie for the Colts. Potential card. Here's a huddle up for the Colts. This is going to be kind of a team card that they do. You see them throughout, but there's the huddle up team card for the Indianapolis Colts. Celebration. This is a Tom Brady horizontal card. Again, any kind of Brady collection you can get is going to have some value, especially if he decides to retire here finally in a year or two. Celebration, I sit there for Tampa Bay. Michael Strahan for the Giants. Again, kind of the similar to what we saw from Absolute. They do these kind of like rivets on the side with the laces. So that's a fun one. Sack attack insert for the New York Giants. Another potential. This is John Mechie. That'll go to the Houston Texans. John Mechie. Sorry, the names are really tiny in there, but that's John Mechie for the Houston Texans. Potential. Here's a first battle. These are Hall of Famers. This is Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice for the Niners. So at the very least, we're getting a ton of different inserts we're going to see here from Score. Again, bonus pack coming your way. Joe Mixon, celebration card there for the Bengals. Huddle up for the Vikings. A nice team card. How about that? Kenny Pickett, number 2 for the Steelers. And elite, staying elite right now. There you go. Potential score pop. And how about a Kayvon Thibodeau for the New York Giants? He has been an absolute monster since he's come back from injury this year. He's looked really good. So there we go. All your rookies and inserts are going to be sleeved. All rookies will be sleeved and top-loaded. So very good. Nice quarterback hits there. Some Pickett love. Finally, 2 for in a hanger pack. So again, those are bonuses we like to throw in. We won't always do them when we get into some of our higher end product, but I just like to do it. For me, it's honestly too, a year or two ago, you go into a Target or you go into a Walmart, it just wasn't anything on, you know what I mean? You had to get there when there was somebody dropping off boxes or whatever. That's not really that bad anymore. But, it's one of those things where if I ever see something I'm kind of floating around, I'll pick something up and make a little bonus, throw it in here to our break. So one of the things we like to do. Plus, for you guys, pulling 2 Kenny Pickett's, there you go. For free. Bangers right there. And again, Score obviously is not going to score you a ton of bucks, but again, if you're a collector and a true collector, you're going to want every rookie card from your favorite player. And again, you can hit serial numbered stuff in this. You can hit autographs from this stuff as well. I don't know that you can hit mems in the hangers. You usually don't see that. I'm going to throw that mix in a sleeve for you as well. But it's one of those things where when we want to start going back and look at our collection, or let's say you want to sell a collection, Now you've got one from every piece of the Panini puzzle that comes out throughout the year in the course of this draft class in particular. So I always think it's a good way to do it. I mean, Devontae Smith last year for me, pretty much every card I could get from him. I didn't get some of the, obviously, like the one-of-ones, the eye black cards or the gloves or the beanies or whatever else they were selling to everyone. But what I did end up getting was a lot of our base cards, a lot of our retail stuff. And that's starting to really kind of catch fire here now that he has had a great sophomore year. And to come should be a really fun player to watch. So obviously I'm excited about it being an Eagles fan. But yeah, good for everyone, I think. So with that 40 cards, you've got 370 cards here tonight. Boom, boom. Lot to get through, of course, and we'll take our time, but we'll hurry up if that makes sense to you guys. Remember, they had the Tolbert and the Trent McDuffie there as well, but definitely going to be a fun hit if we can get a kaboom here. And again, it's not impossible. We hit 2 last year. We also had a Mac Jones autographed to 25 out of a blaster box. That is on our Instagram channel as well. So if you're kind of new to the channel, checking out what we got going on, good way for you guys to get dialed in. Okay, I think we are ready to start the absolute fun. Absolutely, as we say. All right, give me 1 second to grab a knife and we'll get going. So we were talking about with the eBay what happened again, the 10-day kind of listings, and we can keep those up there, and then get down to the 3 days, we can add more teams. That's up to you guys. I know Paul said you said just cancel it. I'm good with that too. Whatever works for you guys, but I do want to let you know we are going to be doing more breaks early part of next week. So probably looking at maybe like a Wednesday night or Thursday, something like that, but we'll definitely be dialed in. So let's get after it, guys. Good luck to you. Remember, Absolute is 2022. This is some of the newer stuff out there. This and Mosaic. We'll have a ton of that stuff coming to you guys in the next couple of weeks. And then if we want to do something big for the Super Bowl, we'll have that information for you guys by the end of the weekend as well. And what we're going to do, we're going to be celebrating it next week as I'll be gone for the day of the Super Bowl. Is that right? Maybe not next weekend, but that week of the Super Bowl, I should say. We'll start celebrating with you guys. Yeah, I'll let you know. I got to look at it and see if I can get the timing right. Because if it's 5 days from tonight, what is we looking at? Sunday night? So that'd be up to you guys if you want to do some Sunday night breaks. NBA breaks. Oh, yeah, we've done some for sure. Haven't done anything recently. That'd be something fun to get back into as well. NBA is always a ton of fun. All right, guys, let's get started, and good luck. Derek Carr to start us off. Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. Tom Brady for the Bucs. Here's Cam Akers for the Rams. Switching it around, Trey Lance for the Niners. Hopefully he comes back healthy. Marquise Brown. Here's a Mac Jones. Called his name a lot last year. Christian Harris, linebacker for the Houston Texans. First rookie off the break. Treylon Burks, Tennessee Titans wideout. Jeremy Ruckert, tight end for the Jets. And how about the running back, Breece Hall? Nice pull there. That is a green parallel. Usually 3 per box, I believe it is. But Breece Hall for the New York Jets. Went down with that unfortunate injury, but kid's a star. No two ways about it. Yeah, we haven't sent any out yet, Bryson. We're still kind of getting our gatherings. We actually just talked to Shopify today about what I need to do to kind of get everything back to the way it was for our store, which was SuchGreatBreaks.com. That was perfect for us to be able to have you guys there, SGB.com. And so we could do that coming up. When we start getting more of these breaks coming in, it's a little easier than doing it through eBay every time. As you guys can see, I mean, I've done 3 eBay auctions, and one of which threw half of them into a 10-day auction, not a 5-day, which at the very most I would do a 7. I think when you start doing 10-day auctions, you just got to really get ahead of yourself. And in this industry, in this game, you're kind of, hey, man, I got a really good spot to find some stuff this week. I'm going to put it up for auction for 5 days. They don't charge you a fee. That's usually about where I want to be, is a 5-day, never a 10-day. But interesting how that worked out. So I'll take a look at those and see what teams are available and what we need to do to kind of get that dialed in. Because if I could do a 3-day, I would have to start that on, what did that be, Thursday? Friday? So, yeah. So I guess a 5-day would be on Monday, huh? So Monday night break. We'll figure it out, but I'll let you guys know either way. And if we end up canceling them, obviously we'll let you know about that. Leonard Fournette for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Aaron Donald here for the Rams. Mitch Trubisky for the Steelers. Lamar Jackson for the Ravens. Here's Damian Harris for the Patriots. Jonathan Taylor for the Colts. We get to our rookies here. Roger McCreary, the Tennessee Titans. Here is Cam Taylor, Brett, cornerback for the Bengals. Jameson Williams. We were waiting for him. You got yourself an Aiden. Now you got yourself a Jameson Williams. And oh my. They do it to us all the time. They did it last night in Mosaic. The backward card trick. Typically in this line of work, as I mentioned before to you guys, a backwards card means some sort of autograph or a very limited print, short print, whatever it may be. Not the case here tonight. They're just busting our balls. Titans, Malik Willis, a rookie quarterback there. By storm. Nice pull there for Tennessee. Going out to Ron. Well, it's great, too, like, with, Jameson Williams, for example, Paul can sit there and just pick him off, right? And just collect him at such a good price because he didn't play this year. Now, if he ends up being as good or, different kind of player that's similar to like a Monrun kind of going off, his stuff will, triple or quadruple even next year. And so you think about that with Amon St. Brown, they're going to get Jameson Williams. I don't know why you guys traded away Hawkinson. That didn't make sense other than maybe a cap space. You got to pay him next year. I don't know. You're getting a draft pick from the Minnesota Vikings, but I thought he was kind of in his prime. So I'm kind of curious to see what moves they make to find a comparable tight end in the future. Here's Matt Ryan for the Indianapolis Colts. Austin Eckler for the Chargers. Kadarius Toney for the Giants. Brandon Cooks for the Texans. Darren Waller for the Raiders. CeeDee Lamb for the Cowboys. Here's Mike Evans for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Jalen Petre, safety for the Houston Texans. Here's Sky Moore. Everybody loves him. Kansas City. Kyler Gordon, cornerback for the Chicago Bears. And a Kenny Pickett introductions. Steelers finding their mark here tonight. We didn't hit him once last night. And we've got 3, including 2 in that score bonus pack. Nice hit there. Kenny Pickett. Introductions for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I guess we could start doing some of these deals. Little podium action. I'm not really too sure who I want to put up on the podium yet, so we'll just stick with maybe quarterbacks from Absolute for the time being. But again, I think Garrett Wilson up there, Olave up there is not a bad idea. We just have always traditionally put up quarterbacks up there. So we'd put up like Malik Willis. We could get a Matt Corral up there. Of course, Brock Purdy. We got to hit a Purdy here tonight. We haven't hit one yet. So, but yeah, I mean, those guys, and we see Skylar Thompson even, Usually we do a 5 quarterback pool. The last couple of years have been great. This year, a little bit slower, but we'll find our way. Here's a kid reporter again. Feel free to copy that down if you guys want to give your kids a chance. We used to send them with you. No point. Give you guys an opportunity. First come, first serve. Justin Jefferson here for the Vikings. Daniel Jones for the Giants. Yeah, stupid to trade him to someone in the conference. Yeah, for sure. Davis Mills, he's going to hurt you year after year, twice a year, right? Derek Carr for the Raiders. Dak Prescott for the Cowboys. Tom Brady for the Bucks. Cam Akers for the Rams. Moving in to the Baltimore Ravens, this is who we were looking for when you were talking about rookies, and I couldn't really think of it. Isaiah Likely, obviously a decent tight end for them. Kyle Hamilton, this kid is going to be a lot of fun to watch, and I think he's going to be a really, really good young safety, and so that's one big one there for Baltimore. Nice punch there. Trey McDuffie again for the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Charleston Rambo. Who doesn't like a Rambo? Wide receiver there for Carolina. Last call, Joe Hayden. For the Pittsburgh Steelers, last call insert. Joe Hayden. Well, there's, some guys that end up turning it around and some guys that don't. And, last year I was a big Rashad Bateman fan. I really thought good things for him. I think I'm quoted as saying that if the Jets can get any kind of good play from Zach Wilson. They're going to be good, and I think that was spot on with that. But I also had been quoted of saying I think Zach Wilson's going to turn around for year number 2. So, but again, I thought that the Jets played pretty well considering how bad their quarterback play was. They can get somebody in there, maybe a young quarterback. I don't know if you go for Love for Alabama. Do you go for? I would rather C.J. Stroud. I think pro ready. I think he's your best guy. But Love's got all the tangibles to be a great, great player in this league. Another backwards card coming up. We'll see. Mike Carter here for the Jets. Deebo Samuel for the 49ers. Here's David Montgomery for the Bears. Miles Sanders for the Eagles. Ooh, another Eagle quarterback coming up. Michael Pittman for the Colts. Justin Herbert for the Chargers. There's Carson Strong, rookie quarterback for the Eagles. Zamir White. There you go, Las Vegas. Nice little pull again. Good back from Las Vegas would be Zamir White. Rashad White. Not a bad play there as well. Running back for the Tampa Bay Bucks. And a green parallel Deebo. Not a bad call there. Tyreek Hill, stargazing. Miami's always fun to play with. Yeah, you got it, man. Well, like I said, we're kind of just getting back into it, Chris. So we'd love to see you again. And again, thanks, Paul, if you sent the referral out there. I think also, too, and you guys can kind of, let me know if this is the case or not. But I always feel like our breaks are reasonably priced. Like I try not to go over the top with it. There's a number in mind every time I break something, and it's usually why I break a lot of retail. It's cheaper for me to offer you guys better prices on each team individually so that I can make a little bit on top, but we can do a lot of breaks with it. Do you know what I mean? You guys get a lot of cards when you're breaking 330 or in this case 370 here tonight. So again, if you're a collector, it's fun. You guys have seen me pull some ridiculous stuff too, and a lot of it being out of retail, but we've done some big hobby boxes as well. So we'll kind of mix and match some of those. But yeah, I really just think there's a lot of fun in kind of grinding some of the retail stuff that's out there. Plus, for a while there, that was just as rare to get. It was almost easier to get hobby boxes in general. Trey Lance there. That is Marquise Brown for the Cardinals. Mac Jones for the Patriots. Matt Ryan for the Colts. Austin Eckler for the Chargers. KT or Kadarius Toney. Now a Chief, but again, that's a Giants card. That'll go to New York. Brandon Cooks. And here's Brian Cook, safety for KC. Drake London, nice pull for Atlanta. Chad got them nice and cheap. Cole Strange, a guard for the New England Patriots. And here we go. Leroy Kelly, pick number 110. As a draft diamonds insert for the Cleveland Browns. Pick number 110 in 1964. Leroy Kelly. I love the draft diamonds. I would only assume to guess you could hit those on really nice serial numbered stuff. In fact, I should get you guys, we'll do like a couple of retail boxes, but then we'll throw in like a hobby box of Absolute just to kind of see the upper echelon stuff. So when we break stuff like this, like for example, this is what we call a base Drake London, right? Get the chrome foil, whatever you want to call that. In a hobby box, it may be some sort of a variant of this, or numbered on the back, or an autograph, or something crazy. And I think that's what's kind of cool about seeing some of the retail first, is you get a chance to then go into your hobby boxes and be like, oh, dope, this is kind of the card I have, but this is a way better version of it. I got a couple of those for sure between the two. Empty box there. Real quick, if you guys got the time, I'm going to make this real quick. Somebody was asking me, shooting me a message about one of my favorite cards. Yeah. So, giving you an idea of some of the higher end stuff. So, this is a rookie card for Jalen Hurts. You guys know I'm a big Eagles fan. This is a trifecta materials, a 4-color patch, a solo, and a 2-color patch. This is 2 of 50. So, in his rookie year, he wore number 2. Obviously now donned by Darius Slay, but this is a jersey match trifecta Jalen Hurts rookie card. This is one of my favorite cards. I don't think they'll ever sell it. I've got a lot of Jalen Hurts rookie cards and a lot of Devontae Smith, but that's the kind of stuff we're talking about when you get to the difference of hobby and what you can look at. It's really unique. The biggest problem I have with hobby, if you don't mix with retail, you guys know, like Origins, for example, that was 7 cards. So if you didn't hit, you're like, man, I just spent $50, I get nothing. So that was always for me, I just hated to see it. Kyler Murray, Arizona Cardinals. Here's Aaron Jones for the Packers. Stephon Diggs for the Bills. Ryan Tannehill there, excuse me, for the Titans. We've got a Patrick Mahomes for the Chiefs. Terry McLovin for the Commanders. Jameis Winston. What happened to that guy? Just stop playing. Here's a nice Packers wideout rookie, Romeo Dobbs. Him and Christian Watson got a lot of love there from A-Rod this year. Kind of made them stars. Devin Lloyd, really nice first year there for him. Linebacker for the Jags, John Mechie III, and a Desmond Ridder. There we go, Atlanta again. So Chad gets his Drake London. Now he's got himself a by storm insert of Desmond Ridder. And again, I think between him and Malik Willis, give those guys times. They're young quarterbacks. I mean, Malik went to Liberty. There's a lot to learn, and the speed of the game, that's going to be a little bit different than what he looked at in college. But raw talent's raw talent. Tony Romo went to Eastern Illinois. Ben Roethlisberger went to the University of Miami of Ohio. So do not look at a school and tell me that those guys can't play. Now, where did Brock Purdy go? Does anyone know? Trivia question. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft. What school did he go to? Yeah, the 2020 and 2021s. Yeah, I bought a ton of the Prism stuff. Some of the Optic, the Premier, was it the Premier? Was really fun stuff as well. Marcus Mariota for the Falcons. Here's Devontae Adams for the Raiders. J.K. Dobbins for the Ravens. There you go. DeAndre Swift for the Lions. Zach Wilson for the Jets. James Robinson for the Jags. Greg Dulcich. We got another backward. No, we don't. It's for a forward card this time. Greg Dulcich, tight end for the Denver Broncos. Again, you want to look at value players. Sometimes guys like this, for example, Dallas Goedert. When I started really collecting, I was collecting a lot of Eagles stuff. There's a lot of misses, right? Nelson Aguilar was a big miss. Reggie Brown was a big miss. My time of collecting for a long time. Greg Dulcich might be one of those tight ends you can grab now at a good price, and he could be a really, really good player, especially as a safety valve for whatever they're going to do with the new offensive coordinator next year in Denver. Alec Pierce, another guy, kind of on that same level, that same line. Not a good team. They get a good quarterback. He could be a fun player as well to watch. Alex Pierce, wide receiver. Iowa State. Cyclones, nailed it. Kennedy Brooks, running back. For the Eagles, here's Devontae Adams on the green parallel. And, of course, Russ Wilson. This is a Seattle Seahawks card. Draft Diamonds, pick 75 of 2012. So how many other quarterbacks came from Ohio State? Not a whole lot you can name, right? So why does he go to the very last pick? And why is he playing so well in the NFL? Some players have the talent. They're just... You go to the GMs, front offices, all the tangibles, all the reports in the world can't tell you if a guy is ready to play in the NFL or not. That is on himself. Zach Wilson played at BYU. You telling me that BYU puts out better quarterbacks in general, in totality, than Iowa State? I don't think you can sell me on that. Now, in terms of who you face, wouldn't you say Brock Purdy faced better defenses in the Big Ten? Big 12? I would. Nick Bolton for the Chiefs. Carson Wentz for the Commanders. Alvin Kamara for the Saints. Javonte Williams for the Broncos. Deshaun Watson for the Browns there. We've got a Deontay Johnson here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tua Tagovailoa. Here's a rookie for the Washington Commanders. First time seeing him. Fedarian Mathis, defensive tackle. I believe he was a fourth rounder. Am I right on that? I always like to guess those. Fedarius Mathis, rookie for the Commanders. Boye Mafe, defensive end for the Seahawks. Sam Howell. How are you doing? There you go, Washington. Mike Lovett and Justin Herbert, stargazing. Talked about that last night, kind of got the nebula feel. Stargazing was a vertical card last year. These being horizontal this year. I kind of like these better, even though they're simpler. Last year just kind of looked a little bit gimmicky to me. Tom Brady was a, what was his number? Gosh, I used to remember that, what pick he was. But yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, too. Tom Brady, by no means showed incredible collegiate skill. He was a good quarterback. He also played, he got beat out by, Drew Henson. And, it is what it is. Tom Brady's just one of those guys that we may never see again in our lifetime. But we got a patch card coming up, boys and girls. Very nice. Love to see a memorabilia card coming at you. Usually get about 2 or 3 per 5. So about 1 every 2 boxes. Drew Lock here for the Seahawks. Jared Goff for the Lions. Elijah Moore, New York Jets. Trevor Lawrence for the Jags. Darnell Mooney for the Bears. Devontae Smith for the Eagles. Here's a Wan'Dale Robinson. Talked a little bit about him last night. Again, just look up this guy's stats, what he was able to do this year. There are just certain guys that kind of really rub you the right way. Now, when Justin came out, Justin Jefferson I'm talking about, you got to remember who was taken before him, right? So, Judy. I hate to say it, but so Judy, CeeDee Lamb, Eagles took Jalen Reagor, then Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson is by far and large the best, arguably, the best wide receiver in the NFL. So there are guys that can really come out of a draft and their second year turn it on and be great. I think he's going to be one of those guys that is going to play really, really well for the Giants. I don't see any other competition, really. I mean, Sterling Shepard's often injured. Kenny Galladay fell off a map somewhere. You can take him back, Detroit. I don't know what happened to that. Actually, keep him on New York. I'd like to see him play against Philly. Keontae Ingram here, rookie running back for the Cardinals. Here is Zonovan Knight, running back for the Jets. And we'll go to the backside here first. Last call, Saquon for the NY Giants. And your patch card is, championship fabric. Von Miller. This is probably game used. Super Bowl 50. What? How are you going to tell me this is championship fabric, Super Bowl 50? They give you the logo. They give you, it looks like an older jersey anyhow. And then they're like, nah, it's not from any specific game or event. Whatever happened. But I'm telling you guys, go back to 2020. You go to find a patch card in retail, and it was from something. I don't even care, at least you could say game worn. I don't care what game it was worn in. You can't tell me this is a championship fabric. Show me the logo for Super Bowl 50. But that was a hell of a year for him. You guys remember Von Miller just absolutely wreaking havoc. That was against Carolina, right? Wasn't the first play of that game a safety? Peyton Manning's noodle arm that year? Oh, man. What a year. Yeah, it would have been, 7 years ago, right? 7, 8 years ago. Zonovan Knight there again for the Jets. Keontae Ingram. There's a couple of rookies you just don't know much about if you don't follow every team, and Keontae's one of those guys. Some of these guys, like I said about Carson Strong with the Eagles, he was a third-string guy, and then he got moved. They picked up Ian Book, thought he was a better option for him. Carson Strong out of Nevada, that kid's got an arm. So he ends up somewhere and backs up and turns into a Purdy situation where he comes in for an injured quarterback. You never know, You just never know. Oh, I like that card a lot. A patch card with Von Miller. I think he's a Hall of Famer, easy. Russ Wilson here for the Broncos. Now on the Rams. Is he going to stay there? Von, after winning the Super Bowl. Matt Stafford here for the Rams. We got Dalvin Cook for the Vikings. Rather, he's on Buffalo, right? He moved to Buffalo, my bad. Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins. DeAndre Hopkins for the Cardinals. Here's Aaron Rodgers for the Pack. Bo Melton, wide receiver for Seattle. Here's a Desmond Ridder. Nice base Desmond Ridder hit for the Atlanta Falcons. George Karlaftis. Big pickup there for KC this year. J.K. Dobbins. Loved him as a player when he came out. He was another 2020 guy. Collected a lot of his stuff. And he just kind of got an attitude. I don't know how to feel about him. Malik Willis. 6. So we got a Corral, a Willis, and a Pickett. All in the introductions. We welcome you to the new age of the NFL quarterbacks. It's crazy when you start to think of Burrow and Herbert, and you're like, man, those veterans. Even Jalen Hurts. Have you ever heard that guy? I don't want to tout my own team. I get that, whatever, and I'm a homer, but you ever hear him just do like a post-game speech? I mean, that kid is just a leader of men. He gets it. He's wise beyond his years. I think he's 25, and he talks like he's been doing it for 10, 15 years. I guess he's been in Alabama. That pretty much, you got to grow up quick there. All right, so JK there. Let's go kaboomin'. Justin Fields for the Bears. You got Jalen Hurts here for the Eagles. Christian McCaffrey for the Carolina Panthers. Mike Williams for the Chargers. Joe Burrow for the Bengals. Kyle Pitts here for the Atlanta Falcons. Nick Bosa for the Niners. Justin Ross for KC. Jalen Tolbert, wide receiver for the Cowboys. Mike Bonito, linebacker for the Denver Broncos. And rookie running back, Kenny Walker. I almost said Kenny Williams. Kenneth Walker III, running back there on the green parallel. Absolute. Nice hit. Kenny Walker, that's why we get Seattle. Nice pull there for Chad. Kenny Walker on the green. almost a color match if it was more of a neon green there with Seattle. All right, let's keep it going. We need some big hits here. Give me something to look at. Maybe an autograph. Give me some numbered stuff. I'll take a disco. And again, if you're looking for a what we can hit kind of thing, right there you go, guys. Those are randomly inserted. The RWB Kaleidoscope we hit yesterday. You get the base squares with the orange mosaic, the blue diamonds, green waves, gold stars, purple rain, black galaxy. Those are numbered to 1. You can get 1 of 1s out of this stuff. I've seen them pulled last year. And you see them? You notice the cardboard, guys. It's different. Last year was on this like kind of glossy print. They're going to cardboard. I'm sure to save money, but also they're theoretically with how much cards are being pulled now and that kind of stuff, they want to go into a more eco-friendly box. So this is completely recycled paper that they're using. It's weird information that us breakers know that we just get really nerdy about. David Montgomery for the Bears for Chicago. Miles Sanders here for the Eagles. Here's Michael Pittman for the Colts. Herbert for the Chargers. Joe Mixon for the Bengals. Marcus Mariota for the Falcons. Devontae Adams for the Raiders. We get to our rookies. Here's Matt Corral. Here you go. Nice little banger there for Carolina. Yes, sir. Oh, we got some fun color coming up, folks. All I had to do was show you the checklist, then we're going to hit. Here we go. Devontae Wyatt. Defensive tackle for Green Bay. Louis Cine. Safety there for Minnesota. Kid Reporter. Boom! Oh, it's to 99. It's a Kirk Cousins, though. How do you feel about it? Do you like the shimmer? This is going to be... I don't think this is a kaleidoscope. This is a blue diamonds, I believe. To 99. Kirk Cousins. Just talking about it. You can hit stuff in this. And there you go. A blue diamonds. Kirk Cousins. 8 of 99. Guess what, guys? Bang! Jersey match! 8 of 99, Kirk Cousins. That'll put some sauce on it. Congrats to Mike. Nice hit, brother. Say what you want about Kirk Cousins. That is a jersey matched card out of a retail box. My old QB. Jersey match to 99. Kickers. Well, and again, just to kind of give you the scope, no pun intended, of what you can see in some of this retail. The more we break, the more we're going to run into it. Like I said, I pulled a Mac Jones autograph to 25 last year. Just stupid silly. Out of it might have been a mega. I'm pretty sure it was a blaster box. I'm almost positive. For sure. And those of you guys who are here with us is pretty insane. We pulled some insane stuff. Stained glass last year. How about the Trevor Lawrence pulls we had last year? We had the Kaboom. We had the Marvels. All kinds of fun stuff. Davis Mills for the Texans, and if you guys were the winners of those on the right side of those, how about the Joe Burrow right before the Super Bowl? I pulled a Joe Burrow autograph to 3 out of the rookies, and you guys remember the rookies and stars longevity boxes? Boy, were they nuts! Kyle Trask, not that he's that great, but we had him at a 25 RPA out of a retail box. Derek Carr here for the Raiders, Dak Prescott for the Cowboys, Tom Brady for the Bucks, Cam Akers for the Rams. Here's a Marquise Brown for the Cardinals. We've got Pierre Strong. Got a little bit of love this year as a running back. Filling in nicely there for the New England Patriots. Pierre Strong behind Damian Harris. Tyler Algier. As we know, Atlanta hitting again. Tyler Algier looked really good this year. Again, doing a nice job for the Atlanta Falcons. Even though they're a down team, you still look for those bright spots. Here's Daxton Hill. Played pretty well there for Cincinnati this year. Dalvin Cook, green, parallel. And last call, Joe Hayden. Saw this card last night for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Kirk Thuggins. Yeah. You like that, Mike? You like that card? You like that? The guy will forever be known. The hardest part about the Kirk Cousins saga is they go. What do they go? 12-5 this year. 13-4. I don't even know, but you know, they're a good team. Pretty sound. They finally showed up their defense a little bit this year, but it's like Kirk Cousins has got a ceiling, and when you get to the playoffs, that ceiling has to be crushed. You have to be supernatural, like Joe Burrow was last year in his playoff run, the way Mahomes was, and they won the Super Bowl. Nick Foles, you know, you got to be able to make runs and be above all else the best thing. And Brock Purdy might be that guy. Did have a great game last week. Doesn't mean he can't have an unbelievable game this week. If he does, they should win the Super Bowl. J.K. Dobbins there for the Ravens. Curious to see what Mahomes is going to look like on Sunday, too. DeAndre Swift for the Lions. Zach Wilson for the Jets. James Robinson for the Jags. Justin Fields. Jalen Hurts. Here's a Christian McCaffrey. Breece Hall. Nice pull for the Jets. Breece Hall base. Here's a Jerome Ford. Kind of a cool card with the background there. Jerome Ford. There you go. There's a running back for Cleveland. Ahmad Sauce Gardner for the Jets. Nice pull there again. And stargazing number 2 for Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins. Yeah, I mean, his completion percentage, you know, touchdown to interception ratio. It's like the guy's got all the tangibles, and I don't know how you can't just get it together. You know, he's won playoff games, too. I'm not going to say that he hasn't. I don't know. Although, that game, there was a lot of stuff going on. Dalvin Cook just seems like I don't know if he just doesn't care anymore. He is not the same back he was 2-3 years ago. And I don't know how else you fix that. He might just need to change the scenery. I don't know, but Alexander Madison, I think, it's his time to kind of run that show. That kid's got explosive legs. I just feel like Dalvin doesn't have it in him anymore. Trey Lance for the Niners. I had him in fantasy the last couple of years, and I've just literally been killing myself by picking him up. Mac Jones here for the Patriots. Matt Ryan for the Colts. Austin Eckler for the Chargers. KT Kadarius Toney, now a Chief, but that is a Giants card. Brandon Cooks for the Texans. Darren Waller. Here's rookie Logan Hall. Defensive end there for Tampa Bay. Here's Alante Taylor. Alante Taylor, cornerback for the for the New Orleans Saints. How about another Kenny Pickett? Bang, bang. Here we go. Any which way you can hit him, Kenny Pickett, other than a patch card and an auto. We're getting you the Kenny Pickett show tonight. Very nice hit. Steelers pull a big one. And a green parallel, Brian Asamoah III. Brian Asamoah. Minnesota Vikings green parallel. Well, the Steelers are the number one team to be had in breaks this year for 2022 in that class. Obviously, you saw him up and down, but generally, you have a lot of value with him going forward as the Steelers quarterback. With Tomlin, I think Tomlin's a great coach, super underrated coach. They've got some pieces in place with Najee in the backfield, Freiermuth, that defense with Watt. They'll be okay for a couple of years. It'll be interesting to see how they improve next year. Take that next step. Mike Williams for the Chargers, Joey Slice for the Bengals. There's Kyle Pitts for the Falcons, Nick Bosa for the Niners. Hell of a year he had as well. Drew Lock, Jared Goff for the Detroit Lions, Jahan Dotson, wide receiver for Washington. Here's Jelani Woods, tight end for the Colts. Jelani Woods. Tyrion Davis-Price, running back for the San Francisco 49ers. We've got a Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins, green parallel. And a old pick of Leroy Kelly. Cleveland Browns again. Pick number 110, 1964, Leroy Kelly for the Browns. I think the lowest we ever pulled in terms of absolute, in fact, I remember last year, I think we pulled a Mike Evans to 10. And it was like a teal-ish color. The black on black is the one of ones. Those are nasty. I think they might even be a little bit die cut. Somebody pulled a Micah Parsons one of one out of a blaster box last year in absolute. I remember seeing that all over the internet. Pretty cool stuff, man. And like I said, I think with retail, you just never know what you're going to get, but you're never really disappointed either. You know what I mean? Come in here, you grab a couple teams for, 5, 10, 20 bucks. You get the Steelers, and, what do you pay, 31, right? 31 for that team. And you got yourself some value right there. You got 4 Kenny Pickett rookie cards out of today's break. That's incredible. Those are the kind of hits you can get. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but that's what I was saying. If it's not too much of a risk, I think we all have a good time doing it. So that's what I look forward to doing and keep doing. Of course, we got more action coming up for you next week as well. CeeDee Lamb, Mike Evans for the Bucs. Here's a Michael Carter for the Jets. Deebo Samuel for the Niners. David Montgomery here for the Bears. Miles Sanders for the Eagles. Michael Pittman Jr. for the Colts. Here is Leo Chenal, linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs. Dameon Pierce, nice pull there, the running back stud for Houston. Ty Chandler, running back for Minnesota. And a by storm, Treylon Burks. Had a nice couple of games there. I think he had like a 2-touchdown, 160-yard game or something ridiculous in the middle of the season this year. Treylon Burks, again, you get the right guy throwing to him, he might be all right. What I like to do as well is with these cards in particular, I'll collect as much as I can in terms of rookies, and I just put them away. Put them away safe somewhere, and then in about 2 years, come back out and take a look at what you got. Guys like Javon Kinlaw or, J.C. Horn, who had a really good year. He didn't play his first year, really. That kind of stuff. Those are guys that I've got like a lot of collection of, and I'm just going to sit on them, and see how they do. And, in 5 years, they might be studs and win some championships. We'll see, but yeah, that's how you're going to have to take this approach. I think is just kind of get as much as you can, gather as much as you can. Because if you have an absolute Joe Burrow rookie card, from Absolute, yeah, I might get you 10, 15 bucks. He wins the Super Bowl, even more than that. Empty box. Here we go, guys. Box number 5. Let's pull some more fire. Get you guys another patch card. That'd be nice. Let's take a look at what we got. Some nice rookies pulled here tonight. Amari Cooper here for the Browns. Dawson Knox for the Bills. DK Metcalf for the Seahawks. TJ Hawkinson for the Lions. Antonio Gibson there for the Commanders. Christian Kirk for the Jags. Patrick Surtain. All right, here's Kaiir Elam, cornerback for the Bills. Kaiir Elam, cornerback for the Bills. David Bell, wide receiver for the Browns. Fadarian Mathis, again, defensive tackle for the Commanders. And the Dak Prescott Draft Diamonds. Pick 135 in 2016. Dak Prescott. Oh, with that indie game, yeah. Yeah, it can go both ways. I just think it's like, like for Justin Jefferson. I mean, that week obviously was a wild card week. But Justin Jefferson, if you had, so for example, I had Josh Allen, and he was going against Joe Burrow on that Monday night game, and that was for the championship in my league. And if you look at it that way, and you're like, all right, well, these two guys are going to go head-to-head. We'll see what happens. But because that game got canceled, went to Week 18, we just added Week 17 and 18 together. And Justin Jefferson just did not do enough. And it's a guy that you count on all year. It's a guy that got you there. But, you need him there in those big weeks in the playoffs. Dawson Knox there. Here's DK Metcalf. We've got ourselves a TJ Hawkinson, still a Lions card in that one. Antonio Gibson for the Commanders. Christian Kirk for the Jags. Patrick Surtain. Another Devin Lloyd. Linebacker for the Jags. John Mechie, Houston Texans wideout. Justin Ross, KC wideout. Nice pull there. Treylon Burks. Oh, we got one. Let's go. Bang for Ron. 48 of 50. Remember I told you all these cards backwards? You just never know, and sometimes it's like, oh, it's a green parallel. This is why they do it. They like to bust your balls a little bit and mess with you. Here's a red mosaic. Red mosaic to 50, 48 of 50, Treylon Burks. Nasty little wide receiver pull there. That is a sticker, not on card, but it is a great looking card. Nice pull, brother. Congrats, Ron. Ron, are you with us? Let me get you some. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. All right. This is going to keep your card safe, my friend. It's not the cleanest. It's got a little bit of scratch on it, but that's okay. Your card does not. So we're going to put that into a mag touch from you. Again, this is from HF Hobby. This was just one that we were using for display. But again, that'll keep your card nice and safe for you. That is a beaut, my friend. Well done. You know, and it's like, I love talking about that kind of stuff because I think sometimes you can wish it into existence, right? But you know, at the same time, it is a reality. You know, here we are. You know, retail $30 for a box, and you're pulling a nasty to 50 auto of a good card, a good receiver, Treylon Burks. That's special, man. Well done. That's a huge hit, man. Congrats to you. Not to be completely outdone, there was a nice Desmond Ridder on the backside there for Atlanta on the introductions. Des Ridder as well. Nice pull. Yeah, and that's the thing. So, you know, if I see a second-year player, if it's James Robinson, or, you know, you're like, all right, it's most likely going to be, you know, a parallel. But I was like, oh, it's a backwards rookie. That's not usually the case. So it kind of caught me off guard as well. And as soon as I pulled it and I saw it and I turned it around, I was like, oh, yeah, here we go. That's the stuff we're looking for. Well, we got a knack for it, man, and that's fun. Again, nice look. Treylon Burks, 48 of 50. And those check marks you see down there, it says cleats. Looks like 2 check marks in there. It's actually just his cleats. Treylon Burks. There's no T cross there. I don't know what his autograph's a little sloppy. That's okay. We'll give him some pointers on how to sign a card next time. But there you go, dude. Sick hit. Treylon Burks to 50. See if we can't get another Pats card as well. Let's keep pulling fire here. All right, Nick Chubb for the Browns. DJ Moore for the Panthers. Jalen Waddle. Again, we're talking about value. There you go. James Conner for the Cardinals. Jair Alexander for the Green Bay Packers. Josh Allen. Here's another Alec Pierce for the Colts. Kennedy Brooks, running back for the Eagles. Romeo Doubs, Green Bay Packers. Nice wideout pull there. Leonard Fournette, green parallel for the Bucks, and a Sam Howell, by storm rather, for the Commanders. Sam Howell. See how they approach him next season. I don't know that Heineke is ever going to get the starting gig there. I think he moves on, which is probably best for everyone, I think. And then Wentz, I mean, he's under contract, so I guess you got to play him a little bit. But Sam Howell might be that project guy. Sit there with the Dobbs as well. So we had 2 numbered cards out of 5 boxes there, guys, to give you an idea. So you got a jersey match to 99 Kirk Cousins. Not bad. Treylon Burks auto, rookie auto, to 50. 3 packs left, guys. 3 packs left. Let's keep going. Pull that fire. All right, Devontae Smith for the Eagles. So here's Tyler Lockett for the Seabirds. Jamar Chase for the Bengals. Cordero Patterson, rather, for Atlanta. We got Jerry Jeudy for the Broncos. Amari Cooper for the Browns. Boye Mafe, defensive end. Another Sam Howell, rookie base for the Commanders. Greg Dulcich for Denver. Defensive tackle Jordan Davis. Nice pull for Philly. That's going to be their number 1 pick this year. Defensive tackle Jordan Davis, an absolute monster from Georgia, in the trenches, 300 pounds. He's going to be the probably heir apparent, I would assume, to Fletch. I don't know that he stays there after this year. But he's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And there you go on the green parallel, little color match for that Eagles rookie. And while 48 of 50 is not a jersey match, it is a divisible number of 48. 16 times 3, right? 48. So if you're a math fan out there, it's a sick pull. Very nice hits there. Good to see it. Good to see some love here tonight, for sure. hoping for a big pop last night. We just didn't quite get there. And we're waiting for tonight, I guess. Pull all the big ones. Here we go. Nick Bosa for the Niners. Drew Lock for the Seattle Seahawks. Jared Goff for the Lions. Elijah Moore for the Jets. Trevor Lawrence for the Jags. Darnell Mooney for the Bears. Here's Calvin Austin III. Whiteout for Pittsburgh. Sam Williams, Dallas Cowboys. Here's Seattle Seahawks running back Kenny Walker. This time on the base. Dalton Schultz, green parallel for the Cowboys. And a stargazing Murray. Kyler Murray on the stargazing insert. For a lot of you guys who got teams and you didn't get big cards, if you didn't really get any rookies or anything at all, we will be stacking your packs. One thing that we like to do when we like to do your shipping and sorting is we look at teams and go, man, this is pretty thin. We'll throw some cards in there for you. It could be stuff from last year, this year, or anything in between. We try to give you at least rookies or at least some good players from your team. I'm never going to give you like base inserts or anything like that. We'll just make sure that we try to do something for you guys to give you a little bit of added value in our breaks as well. So always appreciate you guys being here. You're always good to us. We try to be good back to you. Last pack mojo. Here we go. Darnell Mooney, Chicago Bears. Devontae Smith for the Eagles. Robbie Anderson for the Panthers. Tyler Lockett for the Seabirds. Jamar Chase for the Bengals. Cordero Patterson for the Falcons. Jerry Jeudy. Here's Isaiah Likely. Nice pull there for Baltimore. Isaiah Likely there. Tyquan Thornton for the New England Patriots. Khalil Shakir, wide receiver for the Bills. And our last rookie, it's not a rookie, it's rather last call, Monra St. Brown. With that beautiful end zone catch against the Vikings. We all know that game well. So very nice hits there, guys. Again, thanks so much for joining us here in the break. Again, we always aim to please. We're going to get these cards out to you by tomorrow. Everything will ship out tomorrow morning. And again, you'll look for that information, tracking and stuff like that. We'll update through eBay. For those of you guys who paid in here, we'll be using a pirate ship to be shipping your cards, for which if you want that information in terms of tracking and stuff, happy to give it to you guys. If you do already have an account with us, we have your email. We'll go ahead and put that up there. That way you guys can follow along with your tracking throughout. A couple of Kenny Pickett's and score we didn't mention, of course, on the podium here, but we do have a really nice pull here. Kenny Pickett, the absolute introductions, and of course a Kenny Pickett base. This is where the collections start. As I said, a really good opportunity for you guys to grab some stuff and get them in cheap. Kirk Cousins we saw on the numbers, a jersey match as well. 8 of 99. Of course, he wears jersey number 8. 8 of 99 on the blue diamond. Fun one there for the Minnesota Vikings. And of course, their big hit of the night, Treylon Burks autograph. 48 of 50, a whiteout for the Tennessee Titans. Love to see it. Treylon Burks, really nice hit there. And again, congrats out to Ron. Thanks again for all you guys joining. We hope you guys had a good time tonight. Again, we'll be back with more action. If you want to join up on our mailing list to get some information about what we got coming up, SuchGreatBreaks@gmail.com. Good way for you guys to stay in touch with what we got going on. Otherwise, keep an eye on our eBay page. Instagram is a great way to stay updated as well. Usually what we put in the mailers that we send out through Gmail, we'll go ahead and put on our Instagram as well, usually a couple days before, if not the day of. But yeah, if we move away from eBay at some point again, which we may be doing with our store, when that reopens, we'll let you know about that. In the meantime, it's kind of a good way for us to kind of bring in new breakers as always. Kind of always good to break up the mold a little bit, but we'll definitely have some more absolute action. Mosaic will be here again, and I'm thinking sooner than later we're going to start to see a little bit of the Optic draft picks, and then of course we'll have Illusions coming up here in another month or so. But again, thank you guys so much. If you have any questions at all, feel free to eBay message me, or again at SuchGreatBreaks@gmail.com. Love to hear from you guys. All right, thanks so much, guys. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you soon. Go Birds!